replacements for its A7s and F4s, and here's what it turned out to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your United States Navy's A-18 Super Hornet. The flash Pirouette. Murse and Jobu are going to set up for the next part of the show. It's called the minimum radius turn, where they will be forced into their seat at 7 times the force of gravity. Hey, Jobu, this is Rob Ryder. Do you copy? Over.
Gotcha, loud and clear. I'm here, Rob.
Loud and clear, partner. Setting up for a high-speed pass. Why don't you call the speed so the audience knows how fast you're going?
Copy, I got 9 degrees of turn to go. We're at 0.85, 150 knots.
0.85 Mach.
600 knots, 0.92.
That's 645 miles an hour.
96.
0.96.
98.
0.98. Watch the Super Hornet as it sets up now for the vertical pirouette. Again, demonstrating how agile this aircraft is and how slow speed flight can really confuse an enemy and give the Super Hornet its advantage. Climb to the vertical. Watch. Now watch as the nose comes up and rotates around and does what looks like a hammerhead stall turn. Swapping ends very rapidly. That is the Super Hornet vertical pirouette. Now we've seen all sorts of aerobatic maneuvers today, but done by a jet like this is going to be quite unique. From the right, The Navy's FA-18 Super Hornet will carve a square loop in the sky, cutting 4 90-degree angles, getting up to an altitude of about 4,500 feet at the top. To idle and the stick back into the left to head straight down toward the runway. Now at 3,000 feet, the crew now sets up for something known as the inverted whisper pass. 42,000 pounds of thrust that are available, but when they pull the throttles to idle, this not only saves gas, but also gives them the advantage of tactical surprise if they have to come in quietly. Watch them as they roll the aircraft on its back, throttles to idle. This is the Super Hornet's inverted whisper pass. Now, in a moment, we're going to go back into the cockpit and talk to the guys about the next maneuver, which is called a high alpha pass. Hey, Jobu, are you with me, buddy?
I got you again, Robbie. We're falling down now.
All right, now tell us what you're going to do with this high alpha pass.
High alpha pass will be decelerating, putting extreme alpha on the jet. We'll be getting to 700 feet, looking for about 28 alpha. We'll be slowing down to about 100 knots over the ground by 650, so I'm ready to go.
Awesome. Okay. Well, you call the speeds when you get in, when you get lined up. All right.
Welcome.
High alpha. They're going to pull the nose up 30 degrees above the relative wind or above the horizon. This kind of maneuverability at slow speeds is made possible through the use of dual digital flight control systems. It is a fly-by-wire aircraft. Listen to Jobu as he calls the speed. You look like you're moving pretty slow, Jobu.
28 alpha, 100 knots over the ground.
That's 115 miles an hour. About 1/10 of the Rhino's top speed.
28 alpha, 100 knots.
28 degrees nose up. That takes a great deal of skill. How about a big round of applause for Murse and Jobu in the Rhino? landings on the deck of the carrier aren't so much nice landings as they are controlled crashes with a descent rate of some 600 to 700 feet per minute. They plan it. It is up to the naval aviators aboard to get this aircraft down so the tail hook can catch one of 4 wires stretched across the deck of the carrier. They will fly this oval pattern, and just before final, the landing signal officer will make a radio call, something like this. Rhino 1-1, 3/4 of a mile, call the ball.
Rhino 1-1, 246, Rhino ball.
Go moet het worden, maar dan doet hij al heel veel. Ja, dat is wat je nu...
Watch them as they approach the landing area.
Daar geen idee van.
They do not flare like a civilian aircraft will. For those of you who are civilian pilots, they fly it right down on the runway so that they can catch one of the 4 wires stretched across the deck with the tail hook. In case that doesn't, or even if it does, they shove the throttles forward with enough power to go around if necessary. This is the power of your United States Navy's F-A